Now before moving to the average cost, we will be going through another relationship. That is, total cost is equal to total fixed cost plus variable cost. That means the cost of production, the total cost of production is the sum total of variable cost and fixed cost. Now what is the relationship between the three? Check. See, this is my total cost and total fixed cost curve. See, my total fixed cost curve is a horizontal straight line. My total variable cost curve is an inverted S shape, which is starting from 0. My total cost curve is this, which is the sum total of VC and FC, means variable cost and fixed cost. Summation of this two is giving me the total cost curve, which is also inverted S shaped. Okay. Now if I ask you what is the relationship between total cost, total fixed cost and total variable cost. So the relationship between the three, what it will be? Yes, the total, as we see from the diagram, the total fixed cost curve is a straight line which is parallel to the x-axis, which means it is fixed throughout the short run. It does not change. Okay. Total cost curve. Total cost curve starts from the point where the total fixed cost is starting. See, from where the fixed cost is starting, the total cost is also starting from there. Why? Because at zero level of output, at zero level of output, my variable cost is 0. So my total cost is also the same. So the total cost will be starting from fixed cost, because there is no variable cost at zero level of output. There is only fixed cost. So the total cost will start from where the fixed cost is starting, because at zero level of cost, variable cost is 0, but my fixed cost is there. So at zero level of output, my fixed cost is there. So the total cost curve is also starting from the from the point where the total fixed cost curve is starting. Okay. Now both the total cost curve and the total variable cost curve is an inverted S shaped. Why? Because of the law of variable proportions. That means it is first increasing at an increasing rate, then increasing at a decreasing rate. Why is it first increasing at an increasing rate? Why is it first increasing at a decreasing rate and then increasing at an increasing rate? Because in the initial parts, both for the total cost or the total variable cost, first in the initial part, when it is increasing at a decreasing rate, I am using my variable factor with the fixed factor. So their productivity is improving. When I am using more and more of variable factor on the fixed factor, then the productivity of the variable factor starts falling down. Okay. So this is the basic thing of basic reason why both the curves are inverted S shape. Why did I say that it is because of the law of variable proportions? Because in the law of variable proportion, what did we study? That the total product was first increasing at an increasing rate and increasing at a decreasing rate and then falling. Why? Because that was also running in the short run. On the fixed factor land, I was using labor. When initially I was using labor, it was increasing the production. When I used more and more of labor, it came to maximum, and then afterwards it started falling. Because my productivity of labor was started to decrease, which I said law of diminishing marginal utility. Okay, so the labor productivity was started to falling. So that is why the total product started falling. So the same thing here, that we looked at the perspective of product. That is why the total product was first increasing at an increasing rate and then increasing at a decreasing rate. As we are now using from the perspective of cost of production, not the product but the cost of production, that is why first the cost will increase at a decreasing rate. That means with minimum amount of labor I am producing more and more, because the efficiency is improving as I am increasing the amount of labor on the fixed amount of land. But when I am increasing it more than it is required, the number of labor, then my cost of production starts increasing at an increasing rate, because no more amount of labor is needed on the land, but still I am using it. am increasing it. So it will increase my cost of production, and therefore it will decrease the productivity of labor. Is it clear? Next, the vertical distance between total fixed cost curve and total cost curve is equal to TVC. As the TVC rises with increase in output, the distance between TFC and TC curve also increases. See, the distance between total cost curve and total fixed cost curve, see that gap. Initially it was low, my variable cost was also low. As my output is increasing, my variable cost is also increasing. See, the gap is also increasing between the total cost and the total fixed cost. See, the gap is increasing. So as my output increases, my variable cost increases, and this gap also increases. Okay. Now we will move to the average cost.